So it's a week of intense study, preparation, and finishing. And at the same time, we're trying to get better as a team. And I think they've done a really good job of balancing both. We've had really good practices. We'll practice now. We'll leave tonight for Phoenix. And guys are finishing their last exams right now or have just finished them. So that'll be good. And we feel like we're improving. And so it feels like it's been a very long time since we've played, because it has been. But at the same time, it starts to come a little faster now with going out there and then coming back for SMU and Georgia Southern before the break, and then hitting it again hard. But I like their spirit. I like the way that they're working to improve. I like the detail that they're trying to really get figured out. We're getting better on both sides. We have to get better on both sides. And when you're going against a team like Arizona State that plays with such speed, they play with a relentlessness. I mean, they really do, whether they're pressuring you, whether they're in the half court, or whether they're attacking the rim on the break or attacking the rim with a post-up or with a drive in the half court. They pose a lot of problems. So we're getting ready to see a high level of intensity in a very, very tough environment. And it'll be great to see where we stand.
What about jumping out of a long break against a team like that? Any concerns along that?
Oh, absolutely. You always have concerns when you're on a break. And it's very hard this time of year to get into any type of real rhythm with that, because we had 3 games in 3 days, then it's a week. Now it's a much longer period of time after last Wednesday's game, and then it starts to come. But that's part of it. And as a coach, you want that practice time. I know I do. And what I like best about the team is they are really, they want to play the games, obviously, but the practice has been very spirited, very competitive, a lot of camaraderie in them, and they're working extremely hard on them. And like I said, it's a good mix of really attacking the details that you've got to get better at with the stuff that we need to do as a team.
Now, you've talked about rebounding, needing to get that better. I mean, statistically, that has seemed like it has improved over the last few games, overall rebounding.
He has, yeah, definitely. But, I mean, this league is take no prisoners rebounding league. And so you can't help but have to get better every day with your rebounding. 1 through 5, 1 through whoever's in the game, right? I mean, whoever's going to play. You have to be either hold your own as a rebounder or keep your man from getting it, or keep the person in your area, if it's a zone, from getting it. So we have to get better there. There's got to be a relentless spirit to that. There's got to be an edge. We work on rebounding every day, whether it's in a 2-on-2 situation, whether it's in a 3-on-3, a 4-on-4, certainly when we play. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, we're not going to be able to compete in this league without that continuing to get better, and without everybody understanding that they've got to carry their load in it.
Coach, I know from a media standpoint, we like to talk to Ant before every game and after every game.
Sure.
And he's such a colossal figure. Are you at the point now, though, that you want others to assert themselves? Like you know what you got on your hands here, but you'd like to.
You mean as far as media-wise?
Yeah, you want him dominating media and dominating every discussion about Georgia basketball.
Yeah, but I don't think that's. I just think. Here's the thing. He's such a great teammate. I don't know if any of that matters. I don't know if anybody really looks at it that way. But when you're running a program, no, you've got to mix it. I mean, that's only the best way to do it. I'd bring the assistants in here more often in place of me, right? And it's not because I don't want to come. It's because you want to spread it around. You want. I know I'm not big on being the only voice, right? Like, I don't think it has to be that way. But you want to be speaking the same language. I think that's most important. And I think when you're trying to do that as a coach and run a program, but he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, he's already lifted weights today. We had a shooting workout, and we'll go practice now. I mean, I think that we don't want to spend so much time saying, okay, how can we put this guy out there? How can we put that guy out there? You just want to kind of let it happen naturally, but know that we have a program to continue to build on, a team to get ready every day, and a bunch of guys that we feel we're pretty comfortable putting them in front of you, putting them in front of the public, because we're pretty comfortable putting them in front of the other team when we've got to go win the game. Mm-hmm. So that's what you want when it comes to how they come to you as well.
Talk about the energy level of this freshman class as a whole. You mentioned how upbeat things are in practice, how things are in games. I mean, that group as a whole, kind of what they're doing along those lines.
They respect the upperclassmen, I think, which is good. And they're becoming closer together, all the time. I mean, it's one thing to be in a close proximity, but it's another thing to develop a real closeness. And I think that has to, when you have 10 new people, that's going to take some time. And I don't think you can force feed that. I think it's got to be as natural as it can be. And certainly you want to put some things together that make that. But I think when everybody, where guys get in trouble is when they don't work as hard and the other guys know it, because you're never tricking your teammates. They may not say something, but you're never tricking them, right? And you'd hope you're not tricking the coaches, right? But you're certainly not tricking the teammates, because you're going to be with them a lot more. And this group works. There's an energy to them. There's a good spirit to them. I think it starts with the way that Anthony moves the ball. And again, so much of what he's got to continue to learn is the entire game, right? I mean, with he's got enormous talent, obviously, and he's got the body and the athleticism, but he's got to continue to learn the game. Well, when you're a player like that, that's got that kind of talent, is continue to learn the game, is continuing to respond daily to not only what he knows, but what he's learning, and apply it in practice. It puts it on there for everybody else. And there's an infectious quality in these guys where they enjoy each other, right? Like they enjoy being around each other. And I think as you grow as a team, then you grow into enjoying each other's successes. And that's when you know that you're really climbing the ladder in a good way. When you want to be successful, but you also enjoy watching your teammate be successful, and you're happy for him. And that takes time to build, because it's very unnatural in this day and age in basketball. But if you're going to win, it's got to become very natural, and we've got to continue to build on that.
I know,